Hey everybody, Chris, Four Directions Bushcraft. Just playing down by the river today, and I have all this Wintercreeper around me. I did a video on that earlier, but what we're doing is we're harvesting some. We're gonna make some baskets. So I just pull it up, really, and I strip the leaves off like this. And then I just gather it up, and once we get to making baskets and everything, then we'll show you how to do that as well. But I'm just stripping them down to basic vines, and that's all we're doing at this point. So some Wintercreeper vine that I harvested, and this is some of the thicker Wintercreeper vine that I harvested off of the tree, actually. So this is some thinner stuff and some thicker stuff, and I'm gonna make a basket today. I'm just gonna make a simple over-under weave basket today, and so I'll go ahead and get started with that. So what I want to do is, essentially, I don't want a big basket. I just want a little basket, you know. So I want 10 sections, about, I don't know, 8 inches long. So I want to make sure I have enough for 10 sections, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut 10 sections out of here. Like I said, all about, I don't know, 8 inches long. So I'll cut these. And then I'll just use the one that I cut first off to kind of measure. I lied to you the first time. I just want 5 sections. So I actually essentially have more for another basket. So anyway, 5 sections, and I want 3, drop these, 3 across this way. And then I want my other 2. These 2 are naturally curved, so my basket's going to be curved, obviously. So I'm going to put 2 this way, and I'm going to make a cross. So 3 this way, 2 this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my Wintercreeper vine, and I'm going to essentially just start it out by wrapping it around over and under all 5 of these sections. Then I'm going to spread these out and go over, under, but you can't do this with an even number of spokes out here. So you notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's an even number. So we're going to have to get rid of one of these spokes eventually, because if I continue to wrap with an even number, I'll just go over and under the same one every time, and you don't want to do that. So can't have an even number. Start by just tucking this one in right here, and we're just going to wrap this to hold these in place. So we're going to go over, under these. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. Just to hold this in place. To start out every one of these sections, like I'm starting this section, it's the hardest part. Once you get a few wraps in, just like anything else, it'll hold in place by itself. Okay, and then as far as these ends, this one's a little too long. As far as these ends, I'm just going to tuck them into place. So there, essentially we have and I just did that cross in the back just for extra stability. So now that I have those in place, I can start manipulating my pieces out. Now you want to be very careful with this. Obviously you can snap them off, but if you do, you can always fix that. But they can be bendable. You can also use a lot of other different things than Wintercreeper out here. You can use willow. There's a lot of willow. You can use that. Joshua Hamlin does a lot of videos for the Sigma 3 survival school. He does all of their primitive survival stuff. He does a great basket. He does great stuff, so check him out also. We're gonna have to get rid of one of these spokes, so we'll just take this middle spoke here, just the one end, and we'll just trim it out of there. So there. Now we're left with 9. So we got an odd number, so we can do our over-under wrap with that. I'll cut a little extra out of there here. Okay. So we just take a section of our Wintercreeper, and I'm just going to tuck it in. And then I'm just going to start my over-under. So, over that one, under that one, over that one. And it's very important when you do this that this vine right here bends. Obviously it's going to, because it's the most thin, it's the thinnest part. And not my spindles, but my spindles are fat, so they're not going to bend that easy. So over, under, and then once you get enough to where, you know, my over, under wrap is going to be, I don't know, about here, then I can go ahead and start bending my spokes up a little bit to form my basket. Then at the end, we'll show you, dogs are going crazy again. We'll show you how to make a handle for your basket, which is cool. And you can give these away to your, you know, friends, or, you know, my friends probably laugh at me if I gave them one of these. So, I'll probably use mine to, you know, you could use it for anything you'd use a basket for. So, collect your edibles out here. So I'm almost getting, I mean, these baskets go together really quick, and they're easy. There's a lot of different ways you can make a basket. This I like the best because it is by far the easiest. And again, I can't take credit for this. Joshua Hamlin from Sigma 3 Survival School, he taught me how to do this. He doesn't even know me. The glorious wonders of technology and YouTube, my friends. Anyway, the best part about it though is, you know, he can explain it all day long, but if you don't go out and do it, you'll never really understand what it is to do it. So get out there and practice. Cut down, know what you got, your resources available to you, and then you'll be able to come out and do the same thing. Study the plants, study the resources that you have available to you. So when I'm done with this, I'll kind of show you how I manipulate it in. See, because I have an odd number of spindles out here, they go over and under at different points. So that'll be the bottom of my basket, obviously. And I'm just taking this and let's see, I went under that one, so I'll go over this one and then under, over, under. It's no big deal, man. I mean, you could do this anytime. And there's just a little left on that. Just a little left on that, so I'll just tuck it in right here and pull it tight. And you can actually cut that little end off there because it's nothing. To get started again, I just grab another length of vine. And let's see, I stopped there, so I'll just put this through here like that. And I'll just keep going. Over, under, over, under. And I'll have to hold that until I get over and under one time all the way through. So, you just continue that pattern all the way until it's done. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut you off because you don't need to see this repetitive stuff. I'm going to cut you off, and when I get a little bit more of this done, maybe up to here, I'll show you how to start bending it up and kind of forming your basket. You just kind of bend and weave at the same time. It's not really that hard. Just go out and kind of practice it. So essentially there's our bottom of our basket so far. I just tuck that in through there and underneath there, and then I just continue to go over and under and over and under, and I kind of hold it in place. And I just kind of hold it in place until I get once around, and it'll hold itself. So a good thing to do is also use your belly to kind of manipulate this into a bowl or a basket or whatever, bowl shaped. Use your legs or whatever you can press against there. That's what I do, and it seems to form pretty good. So we've been working on our basket for about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. They go really fast once you get them started. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll bend these over and tuck them in. Bend these over and tuck them in. It makes them look really cool. Mine are too, they're gonna break if I do that, if I bend them over and try to tuck them in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna go all the way up to the brim, and then I'll probably make a little handle for it maybe, or something to clip. I could clip to myself or tie to myself so I can collect edibles and stuff. So we have our basket almost complete. I'm running out of room on this spindle here. So what I'm going to do is trim these off. Like I said, a lot of people, these aren't thin enough, but a lot of people bend them over and then bend this one over and fold it in, bend this one over, and all the way around they bend them over and tuck them in, which excuse me, which makes it look really cool, but mine are too thick and they're going to break. So I'm just going to trim them off, and I'm going to make some kind of a handle. So our basket's finished. This is so I can, you know, I can tie it off to my waist, or just hold it, or you don't even need a handle. You can just, you know, this type of weaving you could also make fish traps out of, or anything else. So that's kind of a long video, but I wanted to show you guys how to do that. and I just did the in and out weave, and I just laced all of these Wintercreeper vines together. Every time I ran out of vine, I would just lace it back in and start again, and then I would tuck them down like this, real tight. So thanks for watching, thanks for your views, comments, and support, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have fun out there.